Sonos is announcing the new S2 app, coinciding with the launch of 3 new Sonos products, the Sonos Arc, Sonos 5, and the Sonos Sub Gen 3. For these products, it is absolutely necessary for you to use the S2 app. For everyone else, you don't have to, but should you? Let's discuss that today. If you're keen to get as much information on the new app as soon as you can, I'll be coming up with a video for the Sonos S2 walkthrough as soon as I download the app and figure it out. So in the meantime, do subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you will know when I drop that video. Another small request I have to make to my viewers, I'm trying to convince the local distributor to expedite the review unit of the Sonos Arc to me so that I can come up with a review for you as soon as possible to help you with a buying decision. If you want to put some pressure on them, please leave a like on this video and a comment below so that I can show them that my viewers are waiting on them. Meanwhile, let's pen down what the Sonos S2 app is all about. The Sonos S2 app will land on the 8th of June and it will be named Sonos. The older app that we're all familiar with now will be renamed the Sonos S1 Controller. One of the sticking points with Sonos has always been the fact that they don't handle high-res audio. To launch the Arc, which supports Dolby Atmos, Sonos had to rethink that strategy. Dolby Atmos requires high bitrate processing for audio, and thus the next gen of the app and the operating platform on which Sonos products live then has to support high-res audio. While not a lot of us will be getting the new Sonos Arc given the price, this actually paves quite an interesting path ahead. The S2 app basically supports quite a lot of their existing product lineup, not just limited to the new products that they have just launched. In fact, even the Play 1 and the Play 3s, which were launched in 2013, are being supported. And the IKEA Symphonics line, the cheapest way into the Sonos ecosystem, is also being supported. This is really saying something about that company's dedication to support their products. So, what does the new Sonos S2 app mean for the most of us? Actually, absolutely nothing. It's just an app upgrade. There was quite a bit of hoo-ha on Sonos trying to discontinue the support for their legacy products. But if you actually take a look at the list of unsupported products, they are the Zone players from 2005, the Bridge, the Connect and the Connect M from 2008, as well as the Play 5 Gen 1 in 2009. If you have one of these products, Sonos will still be rolling out updates for bug fixes and security patches, just not for new features. I really think that one shouldn't be making so much noise about support dropping for products that have been launched more than a decade ago. Seriously, how many companies in the world do you know support decade-old products? I mean, the iPhone wasn't even around when some of these legacy products were launched. And bear in mind, Sonos is still allowing these products to function. They're not dead. Just remain on the Sonos S1 Controller app come the 8th of June and you'll still be able to use these older legacy products. So if you belong to the majority group of Sonos owners with the newer lineup all the way from the Play 3s, which by the way, this Play 3 is a 9-year-old product, you then have the option to move to the Sonos S2 app. In summary, this upgrade will create 3 groups of Sonos users in the near term. The first group, those who bought new Sonos hardware. You will have to move to the Sonos S2 app to use them. And if you have the current Sonos products, you should move to the Sonos S2 so you can avoid juggling 2 apps. The second group, those who have legacy Sonos products, in which case you have to stay on the S1 app in order to be able to use them. And if you have the current Sonos product lineup, you will then have to use the S2 app to run both the system concurrently. They will appear as 2 separate setups and they won't be talking across the apps. The S1 app will not be able to see the S2 app setup and the S2 app will not be able to see the S1 app setup. If you really want to get rid of the legacy setup to avoid having to juggle 2 apps, then you should take advantage of the trade-up program that Sonos is offering. This is of course dependent on where you are located and whether that program is being offered to your market. The third group, those who own current Sonos hardware without legacy products or the new products. This is probably the largest group out there and currently I am also in this group. The question then is, should you move to the S2 app? The short answer is yes, why shouldn't you? It's an app upgrade. And if you have no legacy products, you won't have to handle and juggle 2 apps. So move. But the real answer is slightly trickier and more complicated than that. And it will likely change over time as well. Initially at launch, I'm pretty certain that the new software will have its own bugs and might upset some existing setup. But that aside, let's take a look at what this S2 app can do for you. So the key feature that the Sonos S2 app will be bringing to the table is that of high-res audio with increased audio bandwidth. The rest of the feature set are all lumped together under new software feature and services, which we don't have much clarity now. The only thing that we have been clear about so far is the room groups. So previously you were able to group speakers into rooms and they will all play well together automatically whenever you select the room. And now you can create groups of rooms. So for example, you can group the kitchen and the dining room together and they can play together without you having to select them all the time. Or you can do the same for the bathroom and the bedroom, for example. As for high-res audio, the only clear use case for the increased bandwidth now is Dolby Atmos for ARC. Other than that, it is unclear whether we will get FLAC or MQA support. What I actually fear is that they may extend high-res audio, but only to the newly announced products. In other words, the Sonos 5. So if you could only play high-res audio through the Sonos 5, that would be quite the bummer. The only other promise made by Sonos for the S2 app is as vague as improved personalization. I don't know actually what that means, but it will hardly be a hardware-dependent feature. The current Sonos S1 app is already doing quite a good job. Searching for songs across streaming providers and my local Nest is already pretty easy. So what is this promise bringing to the table? I don't know, it's anybody's guess. We'll just have to wait for the new app to drop to see what the brilliant minds at Sonos have come up with. My suggestion to my subscribers out there is to wait out a little bit. I will be testing the Sonos S2 app as soon as it launches. I have the Sonos Play 1, I have the Play 3s, I have the Sonos One, I have the Beam, I have the M, I also have the Sub. I can test them out with the S2 app and I will be reporting on the experience, all the bugs and the feature set to watch out for. So do watch out for the video. Hopefully I will get my Sonos Arc in time and will drop the review video shortly after the Sonos S2 app review video drops. In the meantime, join me in counting down the days to the launch of this new chapter in Sonos history.